All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and play our next PS3 game, in which this time around we're going to play Jeopardy, so I'm putting my knowledge to the test once again. How about that? Let's go ahead and set down this console here. And then we're going to play some more PS3 games that we haven't played in a while, which I'm very excited about, and I hope you all are too. Oh, perfect. Okay.
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player one. Player two. Player three. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trina.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round.
Yes, let's.
Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: Utopia,
Notice the letter in quotation.
Biosphere, Science, Airports, the Olympic Games, and Electric Company. Player one, Denver International has North America's longest commercial one of these, 3 miles long.
What is a runway?
Let's hear it, player one. Right you are. At St. Petersburg Clearwater Airport in this state, a plaque marks the 1914 sale of the first air travel ticket. Let's hear it, player one.
Florida.
Correct. Player one. Answer: the Daily Double. You are correct. Here is your clue. This mayor presided over the construction of New York City's first municipal airport.
Fiorella LaGuardia.
That puts you even further ahead. Player one. A company called BAA operates Southampton, Stansted, and Glasgow, but this is its busiest airport.
What is Heathrow?
Player one. Correct. At this European city's airport, you can have a sandwich and, of course, a coffee at the Café Karen Blixen.
What is Copenhagen?
It's player one. Right. You get to pick again, player one. Samuel Eliot Morison won a Pulitzer for Admiral of the Ocean Sea, about this man who died in 1506. Yes, player one.
Who is Christopher Columbus?
That's right. Way to go.
Keep going.
As he is the subject of 1918 and 1939 Pulitzer Prize winners, perhaps the books should be read with bifocals.
Who's Benjamin Franklin?
Let's hear it, player one. Mockingbird is a portrait of this Southern writer.
Who is Harper Lee?
Player one. That's it. Please. Queen of Fashion is subtitled What She Wore to the Revolution. Okay, player one. Correct. In a bit of table turning, Poison Pen is an unauthorized bio of this woman who wrote a bio of Nancy Reagan. It's player one.
Who is Kitty Kelly?
Right you are. Player one. Pick again. The world's first public electricity supply was provided in 1881 to a city in this country. Player one.
What is... I'm gonna say, what is the United States?
Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. England.
Oh, England. Okay.
You get using direct current, this U.S. metropolis's first electric supplier was the Pearl Street Power Station in 1882. Okay, player one.
What is New York City?
Yes. Player Still one. Around today, this power company was one of the first 12 companies included in the Dow Jones Industrial Average in 1896.
What is General Electric?
It's player one. That's it. Here's some current info. Duke Energy, headquartered in this state, brings electric power to 4 million people. Yes, player one?
What is North Carolina?
Right.
Yeah.
Player in 1882, this U.S. inventor opened a steam-powered electricity generating station. Okay, player one?
Who is James Watt?
Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we were looking for. Thomas Edison.
I wanted to say him, but I didn't think it was him.
Player one, you pick again, please. The third law of thermodynamics implies that a system can never be brought to this temperature point. It's player one.
What is absolute zero?
That is correct. You might have to get as high as 20 feet off the ground to win a medal in this field event.
What is the long jump?
It's player one.
Or is it high jump? What is high jump?
No, that's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player three? That is correct. Player three, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? In the Olympic 400-meter relay final, this many runners compete together as a team. Player one?
What is 4?
That's right. Way to go. Okay, next to the marathon, it's the longest running event in the Summer Olympics. It's player one.
What is 10,000 meters?
That's correct. Player one. Norway's Andreas Thorkildsen won a 2008 gold medal by throwing this 90.57 meters.
What is a discus?
Let's hear it, player one. No. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we wanted. The javelin.
Javelin.
Here's Sarah from our Clue Crew with the clue.
Led by Angel de Maria, this South American powerhouse won its second consecutive gold in men's soccer at the 2008 Games.
Player one?
What is Argentina?
You are correct. Player one? In 2006, Israeli scientists claim to have created the ball type of this stormy phenomenon using a microwave oven. Player one?
What is lightning?
Right.
Yeah! Woo!
Here's Kelly with the clue.
Symbolized lambda, the total distance covered by one complete cycle of oscillation from peak to peak or trough to trough is called this.
Player one?
What is wavelength?
Right. We went underground to learn this unit is equal to about 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd power molecules of a substance. Okay, player one.
What is a mole?
Hey, you're right. Player one. In 2007, Intel announced a new, faster chip design replacing this 14th element with hafnium.
What is silicon?
Yes, player one.
Yeah!
You get to pick. Olympic competition in 1900 included this type of swimming, judged on distance and time submerged.
What is underwater?
Let's hear it, player one.
Yeah!
You got it. You get the Salgir, the Chernaya, the Alma, and the Dnieper are all rivers that flow through this country.
What is Ukraine?
It's player one. Right. Player
It's
one.
the quality of being useful, or the useful knife used to cut drywall.
Let's hear it, player one.
What is utilitarian?
Anyone else? Here's what we wanted.
Utility,
Utility, just utility.
Player one.
an adjective meaning of an elevated region, or the main type of cotton grown in the American South.
Yes, player one.
What is upstream?
Sorry, that's wrong. Any other takers? The correct response is
Upland.
Oh, upland. Okay.
let's have a look at the $1,000 clue.
The matches coming before the main boxing match.
Four.
Player one?
What is undermatch?
No, that's not right. Any other takers? Here's what we were looking for.
Undercard.
Player two is in third place, which means, of course, player two will select first in Double Jeopardy. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories.
Botany.
Colleges and universities. Oscar winners of yore. Death of an author. Our world. And the 15th century. Player two, you start.
The long leaves of the milfoil plant are especially suited to absorb this gas underwater.
What is carbon dioxide?
It's player one. Right you are. Player one.
Parasitic fungi cause this disease of cereal grasses that forms black powdery masses.
Okay, player one.
What is smoot?
Hey, you're right.
This term, which is from the Greek for naked seed, refers to non-flowering plants such as conifers.
What is a gymnosperm?
Player one.
Yes. This part of a plant's pistil has chemicals in it that will cause it to reject the wrong types of pollen.
Player one.
What is stigma?
You got it.
Yeah! Woo!
You can collect water from a plant's leaves because they lose water vapor through pores called these.
What are stomata?
Let's hear it, player one. Right you are. Player
The
one.
735-acre campus of this Baptist school is on the banks of the Brazos River in Waco, Texas.
What is Baylor University?
Let's hear it, player one. You got it. Player
One
one.
of the most popular organizations at this state university in Louisiana is the Tiger Marching Band, founded in 1926.
It's player one.
What is Louisiana State?
Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? It's player three. Sorry, that's wrong. Any other takers? Let's hear it, player two. Yes. Player two, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? This college was intended to be the first college within the University of Dublin, but it's still the only one.
What is Trinity College?
Okay, player one. Right.
Charles, not Sonny, was the benefactor of this Medford, Massachusetts university.
Yes, player one.
What is Tufts?
Yes.
Beloit College in this state was founded in 1846, while that state was still a territory.
It's player one.
What is Wisconsin?
Right. You again, player one.
She died on July 18, 1817, after dealing with some pride and prejudice in her day.
Who is Jane Austen?
Let's hear it, player one. That's correct. Player
On
one.
September 28, 1891, he died in New York City after a whale of a life.
Who is Herman Melville?
Yes, player one. That's correct.
No amount of electricity could reanimate her on February 1st, 1851.
Who is
Let's hear it,
Mary
player
Shelley?
one. Correct. Player one.
After October 19, 1745, he would make no more modest proposals.
It's player one.
Who is John Dryden? Or, no, not Jonathan Swift.
That's right. Way to go.
Okay.
Player
It
one.
was this author, not the wallpaper, who went on November 30th, 1900.
Player one.
Who was Oscar Wilde?
Yes.
Player one.
On July 3rd, 1450, peasant leader Jack Cade entered this capital in triumph. By July 12th, he was dead.
Player one.
What is London?
Hey, you're right.
A rebellion of his brothers Andrei and Boris was stopped by this ruler the third. Come on, how many Russian names are left?
It's player one.
Who is Ivan the Third?
That is correct. This Portuguese prince wasn't just about exploration. He and his brother Fernando tried to conquer Tangier and failed miserably.
Player one.
Who is Henry the Navigator?
You are correct. In 1453, the last Byzantine emperor, the 11th of this name, died in the vain defense of his city.
Player one.
What is Constantine?
Right. Player one.
A masterpiece of illumination is the circa 1415 book Les Très Riches Heures du This Duke.
Okay, player one.
Who is Duke de Bourbon?
Nope.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we were looking for. The Duc de Berry.
I wanted to go with that, but I didn't think I was right.
You again, player John one. Ford directed this verdant 1941 winner about a Welsh mining family.
What is How Green Was My Valley?
Let's hear it, player one. Right.
Yeah! Woo!
Greer Garson survives a Luftwaffe attack and the annual flower show as the title misses in this film.
Oh, what is Mrs. Miniver?
Okay, player one. You got it.
Yeah! Woo!
Player one. Answer. The first of the 2 daily doubles. You are in the lead right now. So, what's your wager? And the clue. Jimmy Stewart as Buttons the Clown upstages Charlton Heston in this three-ring affair from 1952.
What is the greatest show on earth?
That puts you even further ahead. Player one. Alcoholic Ray Milland is reminded that one's too many and 100's not enough in this film.
What is The Lost Weekend?
Okay, player one. Right. Gregory Peck gets the scoop on anti-Semitism in this film adapted by Moss Hart. Player one.
What is His Girl Friday?
No. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it, player two. That's not right. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player three. You got it. On the plus side again. Player three, where do we start? A dishonest or unprincipled man, or one of the X-Men? Player one?
What is Rogue?
Yes. What the Brits call a Macintosh isn't an apple, but one of these. Okay, player one.
What is a raincoat?
Good. In the movies, it was Charles Foster Kane's cryptic final word.
What is Rosebud?
Okay, player one. Right. We answer. The other daily double. And you have the lead. What are you going to wager? Answer this. The Oxford English Dictionary defines it as a noisy dispute or quarrel.
What is riot?
However, you keep your lead. Here's what we wanted. A row.
Okay.
And now the $2,000 clue. Let's get Sarah's assistance on this clue.
Similar to a root, it's a botanical term for a thick stem from which shoots develop into new plants.
Okay, player one.
What is a rhizome?
Good. Sorry, player two. Looks like you will not be continuing on to Final Jeopardy. Here's the Final Jeopardy category. Musical history.
Musical history.
You need to select your wager. Here's your Final Jeopardy clue. It's the nursery rhyme that inspired the title of a famous musical based on a 1913 George Bernard Shaw work.
I know that's right.
Did you come up with the correct response?
London Bridge.
And that correct response will add... What did you say? How much do you add to your total with that correct response?
So I have a 10,000.
You've come out ahead as our champion, player one. We'll see you all next time.